If you're over 50, you've probably realized that traditional men's fashion doesn't seem to have been made for you. It's as if good taste had an expiration date, right? But what if I told you that there's a way to dress with absolute elegance, conveying sophistication and silent power without maxing out your credit card? The name of that is quiet luxury. And yes, it's possible to achieve this style even on a tight budget. In this video, you'll discover a secret that few men over 50 know, a style code that changes everything. Watch until the end and see how your presence can be transformed just by what you wear. Quiet luxury, discreet and accessible elegance. Few men over 50 realize the power of dressing with discretion. It's not about drawing attention, it's about commanding respect. Quiet luxury offers exactly that, a style of menswear that speaks softly, but is heard by those who truly understand elegance. No exaggeration, no brand names printed on your chest like you're shouting for approval. Here, what stands out is the perfect cut, the fabric that gently embraces the body, and the silent confidence of someone who's lived enough to know what truly matters. Imagine walking into a room and feeling the eyes not because you're trendy, but because you're beyond trends. This style is like a fine wine. It doesn't need a flashy label, because those who know, recognize. Men's fashion for those over 50 needs to break free from the idea that youth is the peak of elegance. Quiet luxury proves just the opposite. Sophistication becomes even more powerful when it comes with maturity, with the confidence of someone who's already understood that less is more. If you're tired of clothes that dress you like a boy trying to look young, maybe it's time to try the opposite, clothes that highlight who you are today. A perfectly tailored linen blazer, a crisply ironed cotton shirt, a discreet yet flawless leather shoe. These are pieces that don't need to say anything, because they already show everything. This is real men's fashion for those over 50, fashion that dresses experience with elegance. And the best part? You don't need to spend a fortune to achieve it. Quiet luxury is, in fact, accessible when you understand that the investment isn't in the price, but in the right choices. The secret lies in the details, the combinations, the refined eye. And when you learn to see that, every piece you wear becomes an extension of your story. Speaking of stories, there's an old one that explains the next point quite well. The difference between quiet luxury and old money. Many people confuse quiet luxury with the old money style, and at first glance, it even makes sense. Both value elegance, refinement, and a lack of ostentation. But here's a crucial detail: old money carries the idea of family tradition, as if everything was inherited, from the watches to the customs. Quiet luxury, on the other hand, it's the achievement of the now. It's the man over 50 who built his elegance, piece by piece, with personality. Old money is like that uncle who's worn the same navy suit for 30 years and swears he's always impeccable. Quiet luxury is the younger brother, who respects tradition but knows how to pair a modern suede jacket with dark straight-cut jeans and still maintain an air of sophistication. Men's fashion for those over 50 can, and should, find a balance between the authority of the classic and the lightness of the contemporary. If you're the type who likes clothes that tell a story, but prefer to write your own version, then quiet luxury is the way. While old money stays stuck in the past, quiet luxury breathes the present and chooses what to carry from yesterday and tomorrow. It's like taking a classic English car and swapping the engine for an electric one. The charm remains, but with updated performance. And you know what's the best part? This update doesn't come with a complicated manual or require a luxury GPS. It's just about understanding the essence behind the style, which starts, by the way, with something much more internal than external. The mindset behind the style. Quiet luxury doesn't start in the closet. It starts in the mind. It's a philosophy of life, a way of looking at the world, and especially of looking at yourself. Men over 50 have seen it all, and no longer have time to prove anything to anyone. And that's exactly what makes this style so powerful. It comes from within. True elegance doesn't need to show off, it simply is. while the new money style wants to be noticed, with giant logos, loud colors, and pieces that scream, "Look at me." Quiet luxury prefers the whisper that echoes. The absence becomes presence. Men's fashion that adopts this mindset begins to choose better. A good example? Replacing that jacket full of zippers and patches with a neutral trench coat, well cut, with no visible brand. The visual impact is immediate and, curiously, even more striking. This shift in mindset also brings more lightness. When you stop dressing to impress others and start dressing to feel good, everything changes. You choose better, buy less, and live more. And here's a friendly piece of advice. Try spending a month only wearing basic clothes, in neutral colors and without logos. Notice how people start to pay attention to you, not your clothes. That's the moment when you truly understand the value of elegance. Quality over quantity. There comes a moment in life when we understand that more is not always better. In the world of men's fashion for those over 50, this is almost a golden rule. There's no point in having a wardrobe full of pieces that won't last a season or don't represent you. Quiet luxury values quality. It's better to have 3 well-tailored shirts than 15 that fade after the second wash. It's in this choice that true luxury resides. Think of fabrics that speak for themselves: breathable linen, lightweight wool that embraces without weighing, Egyptian cotton that glides over the skin. These pieces last for years and maintain their elegance as if it were the first day. A good wool blazer, for example, can accompany you for decades, to meetings, dinners, dates, or even on a walk through the city center. The piece adapts, ages with you, and becomes even more charming with time. This is aesthetic intelligence. A minimal but well-constructed wardrobe is like a library with few books, but all memorable. You can combine the same pieces in various ways and always look refreshed. A neutral-toned chino, a cashmere sweater, and a pristine white shirt already guarantee dozens of elegant combinations. The secret is to build a solid foundation where each piece is versatile, comfortable, and durable. And here's the best part: when you buy less, you gain more, not only in your wallet but also in your mind. You eliminate excess, simplify choices, and gain more time to live. And this lightness reflects in your style. A neutral and sophisticated color palette. Colors are powerful, and when chosen well, they can turn any simple look into a statement of good taste. In quiet luxury style, the choice of tones is not random. Men over 50 find in the neutral palette white, beige, gray, navy, brown, and black the ideal base for elegant, easy-to-coordinate men's fashion. These colors converse with each other like old friends. They always match. A look with a navy blue shirt, charcoal gray pants, and dark brown shoes conveys sobriety and security. A set in shades of beige and white brings lightness and refinement. And the best part? It's practically impossible to go wrong. This reduces the effort in getting dressed and increases the chances of success in any occasion, whether formal or casual. Neutral colors act as a silent stage where the protagonist is you. But wait, neutral doesn't mean monotonous. With moderation and good sense, it's possible to add touches of color, like an olive green sweater or a dark wine tie, to break the visual routine without losing elegance. It's like seasoning a refined dish. The flavor shouldn't overpower the main ingredients. Everything needs to have harmony. Accessible brands that deliver elegance. Who said that to dress with class you need to spend like a millionaire? Quiet luxury has nothing to do with ostentation. It's about smart choices. There are brands that capture this essence and deliver pieces with refined design and great quality at fair prices. Men over 50 don't need to chase expensive brands. They just need to know where to look. Zara, for example, has lines with modern cuts and surprisingly good fabrics when chosen with care. Massimo Dutti already delivers a more mature aesthetic, aligned with the quiet luxury style, perfect for the man seeking elegance without excess. Banana Republic is another hidden gem with well-constructed, sophisticated, and accessible clothes. And if the idea is a more classic touch, Pine Palmer and Suit Supply deserve a spot in the wardrobe. The tip here is simple: prioritize stores that offer good fabrics, clean cuts, and neutral colors. And no impulse buying. Try them on, feel the texture, observe the fit. Many times, that $400 piece, chosen carefully, will be worth much more than 10 $50 t-shirts that fade after 2 uses. Value every penny with aesthetic awareness. And to complete this sophisticated look with a golden touch, there's still one detail that makes all the difference: the right accessories. Discreet, yet powerful. Let's talk about that next. Discreet and good taste accessories. In a world where many exaggerate with the details, men over 50 who master elegance know less is more. And this applies perfectly to accessories. A classic watch, with a clean design and leather strap, says much more about you than a modern model with 1,000 functions. The vintage line from Timex, for example, is discreet, charming, and affordable, perfect for those who appreciate a touch of sophistication without drawing attention. Leather belts in dark tones, well-polished shoes, like Oxfords, loafers, or elegant boots, and a minimalist leather bag of good quality complete the look without creating visual noise. Everything should appear natural, harmonious, as if each item were chosen effortlessly, even though you may have thought of every detail. Because true men's fashion, especially for men over 50, is this: looking spontaneously elegant. Want a practical example? Wear a beige linen blazer, a white shirt, dark straight-cut jeans, and pair it with a pair of brown loafers. Finish with a leather belt and a discreet watch. Done. No exaggerations, no visible logos, with a visual impact that conveys confidence, good taste, and maturity. Remember, the right accessory doesn't fight for attention. It supports the look like a luxury sidekick. It's this kind of refinement that transforms quiet luxury style into an art that is now within your reach. Did you notice how a man over 50 can indeed dominate men's fashion with elegance, intelligence, and without spending a fortune? The issue was never about quantity, expensive brands, or following fleeting trends. True style comes from awareness, the right choice, simplicity with purpose. And now that you have this rare knowledge in hand, the question is, what will you do with it? Will you keep wearing anything just because it's what you have? Or will you use this new perspective to elevate your presence and show the world the man you've become? Your style communicates even before your voice. And, let's be honest, dressing well, with sobriety and personality, is a form of self-respect. There's no age for that, it's a decision. Tell me in the comments, which of these ideas do you most identify with? Had you ever heard of the concept of quiet luxury? Which piece will you renew in your wardrobe first? Let's talk. Your comment could inspire other men who are also on this transformation journey. And if this video brought you value, if it made you think differently, go ahead and like it, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Because here, we continue to unravel together the secrets of men's elegance for men who know style doesn't have an expiration date.